Next bit on Odds and Sods, we're going to talk about James Ellsworth. Dude, what the fuck? Just what the fuck, dude. Just to elaborate, and of course, Moorhouse, you can correct me if I get some information wrong here and that stuff, but this is how I interpret the situation. Dude was being a creep to underage fans.
Happens to the best of us. No, it doesn't.
No.
You should know better.
Absolutely not. Just a real scummy move. Everything right now is still alleged and going through the courts and that stuff. But if indeed it is found that he was taking inappropriate photos of himself and sending them out to underage fans during bookings and that stuff, and then on top of it hitting on female wrestlers, female talent, when they got to the shows, or to the arena for these shows and everything like that, it's really scummy. And the fact too that he was wrestling on the independents with a gimmick as the intergender champion kind of gives that whole thing a little bit of a creepy vibe now, so.
Yeah, I realized I have nothing to say on this. I mean,
no, there really isn't anything to say other than this guy is a creepazoid. I mean, like, really, it's just one of those things where, like, you can even go back on videos on this channel here and that stuff where I've put over James Ellsworth and then, of course, the WWE run and that stuff as one of the bright spots in WWE over the past 2 or 3 years. And it was, one of the different things that made SmackDown Live interesting, right? Mm-hmm. Is essentially this generation's Mikey Whipwreck going out there and, doing his thing and actually at one point being considered a serious contender for the WWE Championship. I'll repeat again. At one point in his career, he was a serious contender for the WWE Championship. He was putting up entertaining matches with AJ Styles, albeit they were, semi-squash matches. They weren't, Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe, Ring of Honor 2005 classics. They were entertaining comedy matches that were great main events for SmackDown Live TV shows, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, maybe it was just too much fame, too much fast, if it is the case, because he's just, came out of the indies. I don't know what territory it was, but it was a local promotion that he wrestled for. Maryland, yeah.
Actually, his own promotion in Maryland, I think. He was running one, and then he got the call to do job duty to Braun Strowman, and that launched him, right? So,
mm-hmm. And then, it's been 2 years of whirlwind being considered, top indie book guy recently.
Right.
And then this girl, we don't know much about the story other than a 16-year-old girl is accusing him, has photo evidence. But she also mentioned that this is not the first time she's had this problem with a wrestler, as the wrestler Sabu has also, tried to solicit her.
Right. Exactly. So, of course, everything, we know at this point we got to take with a grain of salt, just due to the fact that, it's being presented in the courts, and there are half-truths out there, and we obviously don't know the full story and the full effect of what's going on. It's just, here's the situation. If presented with the final verdict, and it is determined that he did do these things, then that's going to be a fair chunk of television from the early brand split, or this early brand split, that WWE will not be able to reference for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only that's part of their main event scene, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's AJ's first half year in WWE that would be wiped.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because that was a feud between the two of them for months.
You'd be able to pick it up when Ambrose and AJ finally started going one-on-one for the title on SmackDown Live.
Yeah.
That would be it. Because that's what led into it. That was the immediate thing. And then you'd have to cut that out when Ellsworth did the heel turn on Ambrose.
Mm-hmm.
So, the network's going to get edited very heavily. That's going to be the thing. So,
and I imagine that cleaning happening pretty quickly. I remember when Enzo had his accusation against him. The next day, pretty much, he was erased from memory.
Pretty much, exactly.